Charan Singh Sapra, let's go to you. Explain, given the fact that she's been in and out of the party, given the fact that she's had an acrimonious past relationship with Sonia Gandhi, given the fact that she's publicly questioned the Gandhi family and its dealings, including in defense contracts, why then was someone like Margaret Alva your choice for Vice President? What do you have to say about this blast from the past India Today interview now going viral?
See, Rahul, the answer to your question is that democracy is alive in Congress party, and every Congress leader, is from the same democratic setup, and they can voice their concern whenever they wish to. I feel in today's situation, that more than 30 opposition parties, they have collectively sat together, they have deliberated on various candidates, and they have come to the conclusion, including Congress, that Margaret Alva ji should become the vice presidential candidate. So I don't see any harm in it, and neither any Congress leader has objected to it. Whatever views you are talking about, or whatever views are going viral on the social media, I feel those are things of the past, and being a democratic party, everybody has his turn to speak.
Rajdeep, this is democracy in action in the Congress. No congressman has objected. The likes of Shehzad Poonawalla and the BJP are objecting, but they would have objected to whoever the Congress would have put. Given Karan Thapar's interview, given all that's written in Rashid's book and his article this morning, given her past positions in the Gandhi family, why then did the Congress pick Margaret Alva as its vice presidential candidate?
Firstly, I read Rashid's piece, and I've watched Margaret Alva's past interviews. I've read her book. I think we are exaggerating that they have an acrimonious relationship between the Alvas and the Gandhis. Don't forget, Nikhil Alva, Margaret Alva's son, has been very close to Rahul Gandhi, has been part of his media team now for several years. Margaret Alva herself was chosen by Sonia Gandhi to attend the canonization of Mother Teresa when Sonia Gandhi was unwell. When Margaret Alva lost the 2009 elections, she was made a governor and became a governor in 3 different states. So I think it's a bit of an exaggeration to say they've had an acrimonious relationship. I think some of the comments that Margaret Alva made in her autobiography obviously stung the Gandhi family, alleged links between the Augusta-Westland lead deal and the Congress family. She has, even in the late 1970s, broken away in a way from Indira Gandhi and joined hands with the Devraj Arz group for a while, was close to Sharad Pawar, the person who we believe yesterday promoted her candidature. So you could argue she's had a mixed relationship with people within the Congress, but I would say she's remained by and large what you would call a Congress loyalist. And therefore I'm not surprised that given the bankruptcy of options within the opposition, I think that's really the issue. The fact that the opposition today seems to lack those kind of imaginative choices that they may well have had for both the president and vice president. They've chosen octogenarians who've been in politics for decades, rather than look maybe for someone who could have excited, if not the opposition ranks, knowing that the election was a dead certainty, but at least civil society. At least people who would have become talking points. So I think that's really where the focus should be. To my mind, Margaret Alva is from a state like Karnataka that goes to the polls in about 8 months from now. Minority member, I believe the opposition wanted to put forward a minority at a time when the BJP doesn't have a single Muslim candidate across both houses of parliament, try and make some kind of a point. But eventually you've chosen a safe candidate rather than someone who might have, in a way, as I said, galvanized civil society into becoming some kind of a talking point. The numbers are heavily stacked in favor of the BJP, so it's a done deal in that sense.